Hello everybody and welcome to my first ever video of me playing Minecraft. I am playing on the VintageCraft server, which is the patron server of someone called Vintage Beef. You may have heard of him. This server is currently on season 4 and this season started a little over 2 weeks ago, and you can see that I already built myself a little bit of a base here. So first what we have here is a little bit of an area for my bees. They have a nice big tree with flowering azalea leaves and lots of flowers so they can get all the nectar and pollen that they need. I have installed campfires below them that are covered by trapdoors so the bees don't get hurt. And as you can see, I have a ton of bees. That is because I keep breeding them so I don't run out, because sometimes, as bees do, they like to wander off into the area surrounding my base, and sometimes they don't return. Next, we have a little pen for my horses. This one also comes with bees that are stuck in the fences. Basically, every place around my base comes with bees that are stuck in the fences. That is just the nature of having lots of bees around. I like that these horses have different kinds of colors and patterns. I've been using the gray one to get around, but to be honest, I haven't really tested those horses to see which ones are the fastest or the best jumpers. I do know, though, that the gray horse is a pretty good jumper, so that's why I've been using that one, because with the new terrain in Minecraft, sometimes you have to get up pretty steep hills, and having a good jumping horse is very useful for that. On this side of the house, we have a little bit of a garden with some crops, and we do have 2 pens with sheep and cows. They are not very big and not very pretty yet. That is one of the upcoming projects, to make some nicer pens for the sheep and the cows. And then in the back of the house here, we have this little nook that contains my portal, and it's nice and overgrown, and I have built some custom trees up there. And it has this little pond with a waterfall and an axolotl in it, and I just love watching this little guy swim around. He just looks so happy in his little pond, especially when he swims up the waterfall, as he does sometimes, and splashes around. And of course, he doesn't do that right now when I'm watching him while I'm recording. But anyway, I think axolotls are one of the cutest mobs that has been added to this game. I really love them. Oh, look at that. See, that is what I was talking about. Whee! So as the location of my base, I have chosen a little hill that overlooks a valley and a river that kind of circles around it a bit. There is also a village down there, and one of my plans is to make some nicer houses for the villagers. So as you can see, this village has kind of generated in the middle of the river, and I want to do something about that. I want people to be able to row down the river in their boats. So I'm going to remove at least part of the village, of the pathway, and maybe some of the houses, and build a bridge instead. Because on the other side of the river over there, you can see I have started a little bit of a farm area where I have some farms where I want to grow some plants. And I'm going to show that to you in a minute. But right now, I think I spotted a drowned down there that had a trident. And I want to see if maybe that drowned is willing to part with this trident for me. Let's see if I can find him again, or if he despawned already. No, I think he's down there. No, none of them have tridents. Let's get rid of those guys and see if we can find trident guy. And if there's really a trident guy there, we are going to notice pretty quickly when he starts shooting at us. There is another drowned over there and one over there, but none of them appear to have any tridents. Well, that is disappointing. I really want to get the trident anytime soon. I know some people also sell them in their shops, so maybe we will have to resort to that. Wow, there's really a lot of you guys here, huh? Come on. And you too. Ooh, ahead. Well, not quite a trident. And another head. What am I going to do with all those drowned heads? I don't know. Ooh, there's trident guy. I do not have my shield in my hand. That's a bad idea. Did he drop his trident? I believe not. Well, that would have been nice. Maybe next time. So let's go and have a look at my farms that I built. So this farm is a moss farm. The design is from Etho. And basically, let's have a look upstairs and look inside it. We have stone generators on all 4 sides, and unfortunately it seems that instead of generating stone, sometimes it generates cobblestone, so I'm going to have to go down there soon and remove all that cobblestone, because the cobblestone does not transform to moss, so this reduces the efficiency of a farm quite a bit. I have not figured out yet why that is happening. It may be due to lag. We've been having a little bit of lag on the server because so many people are online right now, which is of course amazing to have so many people playing together. But I need to figure out what is causing this eventually. So everything that gets generated up there is going down here into a little sorting system. So we have one chest of moss blocks that is already completely full, one chest that is collecting the flowering azaleas, one that is collecting the other azaleas. We have the moss carpet, which is also already completely full, and everything else. So the overflowing moss blocks and moss carpets, as well as the seeds, all go into the composters and generate new bone meal. And I haven't really looked up for this farm if it does actually generate more bone meal than it uses. I really hope it does, because my plan originally was to use all that bone meal also for some of the other farms that I'm building. So the area here is, the biome is partly stony shores and partly flower forest, which is really nice. So I have created some flower farms using pistons, and I'm not going to turn it on right now because for some reason it really does create a lot of lag, and I don't want to do that with so many people online right now. But basically, if you have a flower farm in a flower forest, the type of flower you get on the type of flower that was there before you built the flower farm. You can see in this area we are getting the red tulips and the orange tulips. So if I turn on this farm, I will get red tulips and orange tulips from it. And I'm trying to get all the different types of flowers. So I have built some more farms also in other places in this flower forest. I'm going to build one here to get those lily of the valley flowers, because they are really, really cute and I really, really like them. I have made one here where I get white tulips and pink tulips. I think those are both pink tulips right now, but there should be some white tulips also growing here when I turn on that farm. And yeah, you can see this is a really flowery flower forest. I'm going to remove some of these, and I will make farms for those two tall flowers as well, which are of course a little easier to make than the farms for the smaller flowers. And here we have the farm where we can grow alliums, which are my favorite flower in this game, and we also get some of those, what are they called? Azure Bluet, which I'm not a huge fan of, but oh well. I mean, my plan is to make a shop where I sell different flowers and different plant items, and maybe someone is going to want to buy them. All right, so the next thing I want to do is build a lichen farm as well as 4 farms, one each for the 2 tall flowers that we have. So I'm going to go gather some supplies and I'll be right back here. Look at how many drowned there are. This river is a death trap. Go away. Go away. Ooh, a nautilus shell. I want that. Boom. Give that to me. Another head. Man, I'm swimming in drowned head. Oh my god. That's even more than there was like a minute ago. Where are they all coming from? Stop it! Ooh! I'm surrounded. And now a guy with his trident is coming up. We try and get trident guy first, because he does the most damage to me. Ouch! Stop that. Still no trident. Well, I guess I'm just going to leave those other guys down there. They're having a party. Oh, there's a little guy. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah, you guys go down to the bottom. That's alright. So, I have gathered some materials. Let's get going. And there we have it, our flower farm. Let's start producing some flowers. They're all coming in down here. I will eventually make this look prettier and also cover up this farm and the other farm with some nice buildings, but right now my priority is to get my shop going, and I can't do that without any stock. So first shop, then stocking, and then making everything prettier. I also need a ton more bone meal for that, but right now I have turned off the mouse machine because it was causing a bit of lag for everyone on the server. So I think I will start running this again during the week and not on the weekend when everyone is online at the same time. And it looks like this runs indeed lossless, which is great. I put a stack of bone meal in each of the dispensers, and now we have a stack of flowers in every one of the chests. So next is the glow lichen farm, and this one is actually really easy to build. Let's get going. Now I believe we just need to press that button once to get this farm going. No? Okay. All right. Don't know why that first one didn't work. And now when I start sharing the lichen that is in front of the observer should trigger power the dispenser, which will dispense more bone meal and grow more lichen. And I don't need to stop or start the farm because as soon as I stop sharing, the farm stops. So you already know that my shop will be plant related, and another thing that I want to sell is mushrooms, brown and red mushrooms, both the small ones and the blocks. In the beginning of the game, I already mined some mushroom blocks, the brown ones and the stems, because I thought I wanted to build with them. I ended up not using them, so I already have some of them. What I'm still missing is the red mushroom blocks and just generally more of them, and also more of the little mushrooms. You can see that I have two axes here. One has Fortune 3 that will help us get lots of the little mushrooms from the tall mushrooms that I'm going to be growing, and a Silk Touch axe that will help us get the blocks. And I have some podzol here. There I can grow the small mushrooms into big mushrooms with some bone meal. And that is how I'm going to stock up on those things. Let's get going. Well, everyone, that is all we have time for today. Next time, we are going to build our shop where we are going to sell all the flowers and mushrooms that we gathered this episode. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you do. I think is what all the cool kids are saying on YouTube. Have a nice day. Bye bye.